Hey everybody, Trainer Susan with Athlean-XX. So you've been in the gym for months, you're pushing hard, you're trying to get those glutes to grow, and no matter what you do, it just doesn't seem like you're making any gains. Let's look at the reason why in just a minute. Hey you guys, so my first bit of advice is to be patient and keep working at it. So muscle growth and development takes time, and results of your hard work, well, it can take a while to show. So don't give up, stay consistent. Secondly, consider your muscle growth and training performance is very much determined by correct nutrition. That can have a lot to do with it also. So why no gains? Mistake number one, it can be no glute activation. So let's say you're going in the gym, you just walk over and boom, you're on the squat rack. After you've been sitting all day, your glutes are turned off, they're not firing at all, and you're wondering why, God, what's going on? Okay, so the good news is that there's definitely a way to wake up the glutes, and that's just by incorporating activation drills before you start your leg workout. It can be as easy as putting bands around your legs and doing band walks. You can do lateral band walks, you can do monster walks, any of this stuff. Clamshells on the ground, where you're just bringing your legs together here, is a good one. Anything to get glute bridge. Glute bridges are good. Anything to just kind of get those glutes fired and waking up, especially like I said, if you're sitting at a desk all day, sometimes they're just completely shut off. So really think about the number one priority when you get in the gym on leg day. I'm gonna get my glutes activated by just doing 5, 10, 15 minute little series of things to get them firing. Mistake number two, sitting all day, like I mentioned. So this keeps your glutes actually shut down. So think about getting up during the day, maybe not calling somebody, 2 buildings away, get up, walk to them, plus long hours of sitting. It puts our hips in constant flexed position. That's not a good thing. So get up, stretch out, do anything you can, go into the break room, do some lifts here, anything. You can do, as you're fixing coffee, whatever, just try to keep them firing throughout the day, even walking, anything to just kind of get them woken up. Number three, you're not doing enough targeted glute work. So you may want to designate one day as kind of your glute day. So you can think of just doing a lot of bilateral exercises or unilateral exercises, and that's really going to work those 3 muscle groups. So really think about doing that. Maybe I'll just do specifically my glute workout today. That way we're not worried about, I need to, I'm working my, all these other things are going on. Mistake number 4, hitting them heavy and hitting them hard. In truth, your glutes will hardly activate unless you make a concerted effort to engage them during the lift. So if you're lifting super heavy, they're not turned on, yeah, it's like I mentioned before, you're kind of going through the motions. Your quads might be taking over if you're quad dominant. You're basically probably just working your quads and your glutes are just fast asleep back there. So think about using lighter loads, slow your tempo, focus on actively contracting your glutes on every rep. Try holding the weight for a few seconds, count at the top of each rep. So there's little things you can change up that make a huge difference. Number 5, you're only using one plane of force. So as we all know, the glutes have 3 different muscle groups. We've got the maximus, minimus, and the medius. So we really want to make sure that we're working all of those, especially the minimus and medius and the minimus. Those 2 are a little bit tougher to hit, but they make a big difference. So movements like squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, they all train in one capacity, basically hip extension. So this negates the glutes' other roles, such as lateral stabilizers, external rotators at the thigh, hip abductors, and posterior pelvic. So there's a lot of other things that are happening that we really need to think about instead of always just kind of being here in this front sagittal position. So the fix, do exercises like Bulgarian split squats, a Cossack squat, lateral lunges are all great ways to kind of get those gluteus minimus and medius fired up. So the top 3 tips that I have for growing your glutes are: number 1, isolating them; number 2, feeding them with your diet; and number 3, hit all 3 glute muscles frequently. So I'm gonna just go through 3 different exercises, and these are not even like super heavy weighted exercises, because like I mentioned earlier, it's about getting them activated. It's about making sure you're really engaging the muscle as you're doing the particular movement. Okay, so the first one we're gonna start with is a single leg hip thrust. This seems to be the popular thing. I see people with super heavy barbells and all that stuff. You don't even really need to do that necessarily, especially if you're beginning out, because even just doing my body weight, I can really feel that I'm engaging that glute. I'm doing a slower tempo, I'm holding that rep at the top, and that's what you need to get that glute to grow. So we're kind of getting ourselves in position here. Our back is up, our head is always forward. I've got that leg planted, and then I'm just dropping my hip down and I'm going up. But I'm really able to really focus on holding that glute, and I can tell that that's the muscle I'm working on, and I'm engaged, fully engaging right now. I think if you're more experienced and if you want to hold weight, that's great. But a lot of times you really don't need that weight to grow your glutes. It's like I said, it's all about engaging the muscle, really holding and getting that muscle to really fire and be used. Because a lot of times, like I was saying, it may not even be used if you're doing heavy squats. So just doing that right there, I really felt my glute was engaged. If I'm doing 3 or 5 sets of 15 or so, I can tell that's really gonna make a big difference in my glute workout. Number 2, lateral lunges. So with this one, you can either use weight or no weight. So this is a great movement for hitting the glute muscles, especially the medius, which is here on the side. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to reach out, kicking the backside and popping up. This is great for hamstrings too, because as we all know, you have to have good hamstrings to have good glutes. So we're reaching out, popping back to start. So I can really feel I'm engaging that muscle on the side of my glute. So you want to think about pushing up with that kind of back part of your glute. So same thing on the other side. Kicking the back side out, and think about pushing back to the top through the glute. All right. And last exercise. And then once again, we're moving in different planes. We're not always staying forward. It's good to do lateral. Even things transverse are really good. Always think about working the muscle a little bit differently. The last one is another one of my favorites. The good old Bulgarian split squat. This is where you're gonna have your rear foot elevated. I tend to keep my front foot closer because I think the farther you get out, I think you just tend to work your quads. That's not our goal. We wanna really make sure we're hitting the glutes here. So with this one, I always try to focus on getting my knee as close to the ground as possible, because that's where I'm feeling my glute right here is engaging, and I'm pressing up through my glute. If my foot's out too far, then I tend to want to use my quad more. So we're dropping down and we're pressing straight up. Touching that knee down. It's all about the back side. This is definitely more the maximus, pushing my body up. And with that one, you can do a moderate weight. Sometimes I'll hold like a 25, 35 pound plate. Just getting down. Once again, even just slowing your tempo. And I always try to hold at the bottom just for a second before I come back up. There's a million little tricks. So don't feel like you should be pressured in the gym to have this huge barbell on your back doing these squats that may not even be doing any good. because your glutes are not activated. You're not really engaging the muscle. There's so many things to it. So really think about that the next time you're going in the gym. You're gonna think about activation, really targeting the glute, whether it's a glute day or just changing up your exercises, maybe taking some of the weight away and really making sure you're getting that full contraction of the muscle. You're getting that isometric hold. All of these little things are gonna add up. Whew. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful. Thanks for joining me today. Hey, check out Athlean-XX Leave any comments, any other videos maybe you'd like to see, maybe other issues you're having in the gym. You're like, oh, I don't know how to do this or work that. Let us know. We'll try to help you out with that. Thanks for joining me, and we'll work out soon.